We've already taken a look at the quarterbacks, tight ends, and wide receivers. Here's a look at the offensive linemen and running backs. Who did the most to increase their draft stock? Jets! All right, gang, welcome in. My name's Ryan. I'll be your pilot. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you've been here before, welcome back. I love having you here. Boys and girls, I go live every Monday at 8 o'clock for my live call-in show, and then Tuesday I go live with Matt O'Leary and Green Bean for our Talkin' Jets panel from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock, so make sure you tune in to ask us all your Jet-related questions. But let's move on to today's topic of the day, and we are discussing day 2 of the NFL workouts and combine activities. That's the offensive linemen and the running backs. Now, obviously, the Jets are looking pretty nice with Michael Carter in the backfield right now. Could be looking to draft a backup or a tandem running back to pair with him. And then offensive line-wise, we're still looking for that elusive right guard, possibly at the very early stages of this draft. So let's jump into it. We'll start with the running backs first. The top times for the running backs, we had Isaiah Pacheco out of Rutgers running a 4.37 along with Pierre Strong out of South Dakota. Then we had 3 guys tied at 4.38. That's Ty Chandler, Devontae Price, and Kenny Walker. Kenny Walker projected to be one of the top backs in this class. And then Breece Hall just 0.01 behind him, another top guy in this class. It depends who you ask. It's kind of back and forth. Bucky Brooks has Breece Hall as his first running back, while Lance Zierlein's first running back is Kenny Walker. So you could go back and forth. I don't think any of the running backs are going to wind up going in the first round, regardless of how well they test. Breece Hall probably did the most to increase his draft stock in terms of the running backs. And it's not that he wasn't going to be a top back anyway, but the guy was absolutely awesome. He ran a 4.39 40-inch vertical leap, which is just bananas, and then a 10-foot 6-inch broad jump. So this guy was jumping out of the gym yesterday. And look, the running back position in the NFL has definitely been devalued over the course of the last 10, 15 years. They're not the bell cows that they used to be, but they're still so crucially important. They're one of the most important positions on your team. They are the players that you give the ball to make sure the other team doesn't get the ball. Like, this is your chewing up clock. This whole day is all about chewing up clock, really. Protecting your quarterback, running out clock for your offense. That's what you're talking about when you're talking offensive linemen and running back specifically. But running back, they're just so dynamic. And I'd like to see something change in the future where maybe they could wind up getting out of their rookie deals after like 3 years or something like that, which I guess is kind of what we're seeing with them getting drafted in the second round, because they're only getting 4-year deals versus the 5-year rookie first round deal. Either way, I feel bad for them because they wind up getting, kind of shafted there. Other note for the running backs, the Thunder and Lightning combo of Georgia, from Georgia, Zamir White and James Cook just missed the 4.3 club. White put up a 4.40 and James put up a 4.42. So lots of really fast running backs. If the Jets were looking to bring one in as a backup to Michael Carter or in conjunction with Michael Carter, there's going to be a lot of options for them to do that. I would not touch running back. I don't want to say at all in this draft, but I definitely don't want to spend one before the 4th round. The Jets have 2 4th and 2 5th round picks that they could spend on that type of position. But I would personally like to bring back Tevin Coleman. I think him and Michael Carter provided a nice tandem for us in the backfield. He already knows the offense, so you don't have to go through any type of growing pains with him. And you're probably going to get him for like $1 million, so it's really not the worst. And then if you want to go into next year's draft and possibly look at a running back, that way you kind of have 2 years of separation between Michael Carter and your next running back in case there's a situation where you want to maybe let one walk way down the line, like way down the line. But there's, that's how I'd probably want to handle the running back position. Then we go over to the offensive line side of things. And it was really exciting because on Thursday night, or what would it be? No, it would be Wednesday night? My days are all mixed up. The wide receiver night. We had the fastest wide receiver night that we've seen, and now we get the fastest offensive lineman class that we've seen. This was absolutely incredible. 12 offensive linemen wound up breaking the 5-second mark. The previous high was in 2013 when only 6 did it. And this 12-person class that broke 5 seconds is more than the last 3 combines combined. Like how I did that? That's crazy. These guys are just getting so fast. And Joe Douglas is licking his chops. This is impressive because the top guys at this list, we'll go through it. Dave Rosenthal winds up running a 4.88. But then you look at some of the other big names. Trevor Penning, who is on our Senior Bowl roster, 4.89. Ike Ekwonu, 4.93. Charles Cross, 4.95. Those are top guys that are going to be going early in this first round. And Evan Neal out of Alabama, the projected #1 overall pick to Jacksonville, decided not to work out today. Now, a lot of that probably has to do with wanting to see what times these guys run and scores they put up, so that way at his pro day, he has a benchmark to try and beat them. If he puts up a top time or looks bad in this, there's going to be a bunch of negative press and everything. But I will say this, I think Evan Neal shot himself in the foot by not performing at the combine. There's Ike Ekwonu, I'm dead serious. I think he's going #1 overall. I think, but when everything's said and done, I shouldn't say just Ike. I would say Ike and Cross. Cross seems like a very lock to be like only a tackle, where Ike could be guard or tackle. So depending on what the Jacksonville Jaguars really need, might cause them to lean one way or the other. But it would not shock me if they did not go with Evan Neal. Now, Evan Neal does seem like he's weighing in at a good weight for 6'7". I want to say he weighed in 330, 340, I think was the number I had seen. And Mekhi Becton at the same height was at like 360, 370. So there's like a massive gap in weight between two guys that are exactly the same height. It's interesting nonetheless. Cole Strange is the one that I really want to take a look at. Someone in the broad jump. When we pull up this list, let's look at Cole Strange. 10-foot broad jump, guard out of Tennessee. This guy was on our Senior Bowl roster. He was projected to be about a 3rd or 4th round pick according to Pro Football Focus. If you take a look at this list, I want you guys to let me know if you see anything that's kind of familiar. Lane Johnson, Eagles tackle. Andre Dillard, tackle that Joe Douglas had a hand in taking for Washington as well. Two guys jumping 9 feet, 10 inches, and then you have the guard that we were already connected to at the beginning of this combine from the Senior Bowl and from just meetings in general at the combine, Cole Strange beating both of them. So if you're asking me, I think Cole Strange at guard is probably something we're going to try and look at in that 3rd round. I don't know, because I've gone the route of wanting Ike really bad at 4 to kind of like, I hope they have enough faith in Becton to not have to spend that pick on 4, because I'd rather go guard a little later and address defense in the beginning. But I keep flip-flopping back and forth. I love trying to solve this offensive line because I think it's going to be so much better. This is the best offensive line that we've had, probably in the last 6-7 years. And it's only going to get better, and we're probably going to see shades of that 2009, 10, 11 crew where you have just a dominant running game, and hopefully Zach Wilson can take that next step. So guys, let me know what your thoughts are of the offensive linemen, the running backs. Is there anyone you particularly like, don't want, don't want? Let me know in the comment section down below. And as always, go Jets.